This is part 7, the reasonable geographic area requirement for a Texas non-compete. So what's a reasonable geographic area for a non-compete? Let's take the common situation where the employee with the non-compete is a salesperson who covers a certain sales territory. Texas courts will usually say that the geographic area is reasonable if it coincides with the employee's sales territory. So if you represent the employer, you want to be prepared to offer evidence that the employee actually covered the territory that is the same as the geographic area stated in the non-compete. And on the other hand, if you represent the employee, you want to offer evidence that the geographic area stated in the non-compete is actually broader than the area that the employee actually covered. But what about other situations where the sales territory concept doesn't really apply? For example, let's say you have a high-level executive who's responsible for the company's operations everywhere. In that situation, the geographic limitation may not apply the same way. Another situation is where the company does business throughout the world. Either it might be a very large company with operations everywhere, or it might be an e-commerce company that effectively does business throughout the world. In those situations, the sales territory concept doesn't really apply. There are even some cases that say a Texas non-compete does not even have to have an express geographic limitation as long as it has some other limitation that effectively serves the same purpose, like a limitation on the scope of activity restrained by the non-compete. I'll talk about that issue in Part 8.